Ray McSherry, 1961, 1965. U.S. Navy Seabees, E4.
And
my name is Wallace Quitt. I'm in the Army and I'm a Spec 4 in the service, and I was in charge of small arm and small artillery, and I trained people in different countries.
Jim Campbell, 1971 to 1996. Lieutenant Colonel, United States Marine Corps, retired.
please,
Brandon C. Hiddle, Sergeant. First in the 10th, SFG.
Sergeant First Class Patrick Poulos, retired U.S. Army, 1982 to 2007.
I'm Nelson Woodruff. I was in the U.S. Army from November of 1955 till September of 1958. I was in regular Army, and I was discharged. I had a rank of Spec 5.
My name is Leo Gonring. I served in the Army from 1976 to 1997, from the ranks of private through major.
Michael Paul, 82 to 86 I served in the Navy. I was a bosun mate.
before?
My name is Scott Herner, and I have not served in the military.
And do you have any family members that have served?
I have several uncles that served in the military, 3 in Vietnam. I have one uncle that served in Korea, and other family members that have served since.
Means remembering all of our veterans lost or never returned.
It means that our freedom, our God-given freedom that He gave us, for standing up to fight for our freedom.
Memorial Day is the day that we recognize all those veterans that paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom.
Memorial Day is about my brothers and my sisters.
Celebrate the memories of those that have fallen, those that have passed, those that we served with.
Well, I think of a couple of things. I have an uncle in Michigan. He had 5 boys that were of age, and they served in the service during World War II. Gilbert didn't come home. He was killed on Luzon about 3 months before the war ended. And the other thing I've thought about from time to time, when I was in the service, I worked in a personnel office, and there was a training center and school there, and we had some graduates that were going to go to the Far East, and I don't remember how they were, maybe 20 or 30. And they went to the West Coast, and then they flew across the Pacific on a charter flight. I don't know if that was a military airplane or a commercial charter, but the plane was lost over the Pacific. And to my knowledge, we never knew what happened. So we carried them on as missing for 30 days and then presumed dead after that.
Memorial Day brings back a lot of memories. My father serving in the Korean conflict, we would always get together on Memorial Day and remember his father, my grandfather, served in World War II. We used to do parades together. I lost my father this last year from cancer. Now I'm doing Legion things without my father, but other veterans.
It means a way to give back to the ones that have given the ultimate sacrifice. It means we have a tribute day for them because they have no way. They've already been gone. They've served their time. They helped. They've made our freedom what it is by sacrificing the ultimate.
Well, Memorial Day, honestly, I read on it because I wanted to be sure I knew exactly what it was started as. Memorial Day was started as a memorial to those who have given their lives in the service of our country. I personally believe that that, of course, is the primary meaning of Memorial Day, but I also believe that it is a day for us to do what we should be doing every day, which is honor those who have given that ultimate sacrifice, as well as sacrificing, you know, the time and years of their lives that they did to serve, and you know, some of them, not some, every service member in my mind has their own demons to bear from that service. And that, to me, means that they should be added to and thanked on that day as well.
With all veterans there is, because we've lost so many of our brothers and sisters in arms over the years, that it's the best way to pay tribute to them.
Yes, a remembering of all the vets.
Memorial Day, it brings back, but all the ones that didn't come back. You know, I stand up for them because I think they deserve to have that in their memorial of being not being here to enjoy what we have.
Again, it's spending time with families, going to parades, thanking those who served for their service, for their sacrifice.
My brothers and my sisters.
I'd say it's important to thank a vet for whatever they did, whether it was, you know, as a cook during the draft years of Vietnam, when folks didn't have a choice. They were conscripted. They were forced to serve. Thank them. Many of them didn't want to be there. Others, like myself, enlisting in '76 after the draft, I chose to be there and I chose to stay. I chose to serve.
For someone who has not served, it is very difficult to understand the sacrifices that both the veterans and their families have made while service in their country.